Your Disney World trip is coming up, lightning lanes in your pocket, but now the question is, how do we manage those lightning lanes? Follow along. When you hit your time to book lightning lanes, it's exciting, but it also can be stressful. Check out our previous video to make booking lightning lanes a little easier. Now that we've talked about how to initially book lightning lanes, we're going to move into what the next step is once you're in the parks. Now, just as a reminder, you are allowed 3 lightning lanes. 1 tier 1 can be in your 3 and 2 or more tier 2s, depending on how you use those 3. Once you get into your park and scan into your very first ride, it unlocks the ability to book any ride in the park that has a lightning lane, tier 1 or tier 2. So for instance, let's say we have Tiana's Bayou and Little Mermaid and Small World booked at Magic Kingdom, tier 1, tier 2, and tier 2. If our Little Mermaid ride, which is a tier 2, just happens to be our first lightning lane of the day, once we scan in, it does unlock us to book another tier 1 or tier 2, depending on what you would like to do. There are no restrictions at that point on tiers. And as a friendly reminder, always remember to book your next lightning lane once you scan in to a lightning lane that you're at the moment. Because once again, you are allowed up to 3 lightning lanes on your app there at all times. Let's say you book another ride and it's not quite at the right time that you'd like. Now let's talk about modifying lightning lanes. Let's bring up our app and get into those lightning lane passes. If you scan into a ride and haven't booked yet, you'll notice where it says you can check for another available experience now. That's when you know you can book a lightning lane. You'll see the wait times, next available lightning lane times, and your lightning lanes listed there as well. So as you can see right here, I am in the park trying to book Spaceship Earth, and the next multi-pass experience or lightning lane is available at 3:45. So I'm going to click on that, select my party that wants to join, and make sure you select the correct ones. And then you'll see where the times come up. Now this is nice because as you see, it does have my Finding Nemo ride sitting right there above, so I know exactly what time that is. I'm going to go ahead and try to modify this time to an earlier time. I don't like that 3:40 time. It's a little too late for us. So as you see, what I'm doing is hitting this modify time button, and it's going to open up different times that are available. I'm going to keep clicking through. It might take a few seconds. Sometimes it takes minutes. Sometimes you might just have to try again later, and it's not guaranteed. But thankfully, I actually did get one earlier in the 1 o'clock area. So if you don't like your original time, you can continue to try to modify your time to see if anything better opens up for you. Make sure you hit that continue button to secure your selection. You can try and modify your times on any of your lightning lanes that are booked. They don't have to be ones that you are currently booking at the moment. You are always welcome to pull up those lightning lanes and try to modify them as you wish. We're going to rewind just for a second and talk about the overlapping lightning lane. If you notice, when you first book originally, days before you arrived, your lightning lanes would not overlap, nor would they overlap with the dining reservation. If your first lightning lane was at 9 o'clock, that gives you the 9 to 10. You will not be able to book another lightning lane until 10 or after. However, once you've secured your reservation there on your original booking date, they will start allowing you to overlap some of them. Now, midnight before the day of your park day, word has it the overlapping rule is completely unlocked. So if you're just thankful that you got the 3 rides that you wanted, but they're not exactly the times you want, go ahead and head back to your plans and start modifying those plans. Remember, you paid for these lightning lanes, so you want to get your money's worth. Always make sure you have 3 lightning lanes booked at all times. Go back, modify what you want as long as there are times available, but don't ever give up because you never know when a new time may show up. And if you ever see a very popular ride like Remy or Frozen or Slinky Dog that says that they're not offering any more lightning lanes for the day, always go back and look, refresh, check later, because you never know. Again, things can pop up. It's not a guarantee, but it's always worth checking. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Check out our How to Book Lightning Lanes in Real Time video, and we hope to see you soon.